It's UFC 247 fight week, so let's check out the big numbers. In their 508th event, the MMA leader has given the headline spot to the #1 pound-for-pound fighter on the planet, Jonny Bones Jones. He will look to tackle undefeated contender Dominick Reyes. I think a good place to start is the experience levels of these fighters. At 32, Jones is 2 years older, but he has 27 professional MMA outings compared to the 12 of Reyes. In the last 14 of those fights, they were title bouts, including the interim fight with OSP back in 2016. That is a huge gulf in experience. And when you layer it with the accolades, it becomes pretty gnarly reading for Reyes fans. Jones has the most title fights in UFC history, tied with GSP. He literally is Mr. 205 with the most wins, the most finishes, and the most title defenses in the division. When we compartmentalise other numbers, Jones comes out on top in most ranges. Obviously, he is the guy. He has landed the most significant strikes in UFC history, but actually I don't love this number in isolation, as it really just indicates a fighter that has been around a long time, and in some cases that they clock up a lot of minutes in the octagon. However, Jones has the highest striking accuracy among active light heavyweights. That is big, especially when you consider the amount of strikes he has thrown overall. It is also good to keep in mind that Jones has the highest number of leg kicks in the division, and more notable is that he has the most submission wins in light heavyweight history with 5. These are frighteningly good numbers for the 205-pound king. What's he up against then? Well, Reyes is undefeated. That looks great on paper, but in terms of the intangibles, Reyes comes in with super high confidence and serious momentum. The last undefeated fighter Jones faced was DC back in 2015. Now, when considering Reyes, we should switch our thoughts to form. And he has it. The longest active win streak since joining the division in June 2017. In that time, he has posted the largest strike differential among active 205ers and the second highest knockdown average. The strike differential means he's hitting his opponents and absorbing less strikes by the widest margin in the division. Or, as my granddad used to tell me, if you get hit, hit them back twice or more. Dominick Reyes' fights don't tend to last very long. His average fight length is 6 minutes and 28 seconds. The UFC average is 9 minutes and 57 seconds, so he's not clocking in overtime. Jones averages 15 minutes and a second these days, but of course, he's been fighting the very best, and if we're honest, there are fights where you could say he has been rather playful over being urgent. 9 of Reyes' 12 wins have come in the very first round, including his most recent win over former middleweight champion Chris Weidman. Some other numbers that interested me were that both fighters are similar in the way that they target their strikes, i.e. percentage to the head, body or legs. Also comparable are the numbers of which range they like to compete through, i.e. distance, ground or in the clinch, though Jones has landed more ground strikes by about 8%. So that wraps the facts, the biggest of fights for Dominick Reyes, and another challenge that Jones will need to overcome to extend his title reign to enjoy record-breaking numbers. Enjoy the fights. Thanks for watching.